So what is going on? I realised I haven't done a video in a while, and I also just realised I haven't turned the microphone on. Oh, I did turn it on. Never mind. So what's going on? It's been a while since I actually did a YouTube video because I honestly have just been doing other stuff. I don't really have an excuse as to why. But I am working on some different stuff now to what I was doing before. I haven't been doing much of the actual whole batch bird social media like advice thing, but I am going to be doing more, but it might be geared more towards specific areas than just social media in general. But I am back, and I'm back making YouTube videos, and I thought I'd show you what I've been doing while I've been gone. You did probably notice I also have a completely different setup and a completely different room to my last video or anything, last time I even appeared in front of a camera, away from my music stuff. So yeah, I'm going to be showing a bit of that as well, and hopefully you guys are interested. It's now an L-shaped desk, 4 monitors, the same computer, 2 extra speakers, and specs and all that are exactly the same. So dotted around behind me, you'll probably see the word routine dotted around my screens, and that's kind of the projects that I'm currently working on. So since I was at school doing music GCSE, I've been producing music on a computer, all kind of different types, maybe dance music. So I figured I'd spend a bit more time making my music and a bit more time focusing on actually getting better at it and how I'm distributing it. And I figured quite an interesting way, a bit of an experiment, would be to create Routine, which is basically acting as kind of like a record label community on Instagram and SoundCloud, Spotify, and it's actually going quite well. So Instagram's quite small at the moment, we have like 400 on Instagram, but the basic idea is we promote artists, or I promote artists through Routine, all around drum and bass, and we make content around it. So I've been filming some tutorials and been uploading my own music with it as well as other people's, and creating little kind of packs to help music producers, and a few mixes and other things, and hopefully one day it'll be great to host events or something if I can really grow it that big. I've also just finished creating a line of clothing that's a bit like merch for Routine. So I thought I would show how I'm doing what I'm doing and what it is I'm actually doing. So over here, this is obviously the Routine Spotify, so we're basically creating playlists which are a mix of different artists, and then we have these kind of... So over here, obviously this is the Routine Spotify. We've currently got a few playlists, and the basic idea is that we're going to do playlists for types of drum and bass as well as specific artists. And the idea is that we can create playlists for our artists when they're on Spotify. So the idea is that we can do playlists for different artists when we have our own routine artists, as well as creating kind of charts for different types of drum and bass. And the idea is when they have big enough audiences, we can pop our artists at the top of those playlists, so our artists get more exposure. Which is basically just this. So we've got a few here. We also have these kind of, we've got Sapphire, Emerald, Ruby and Matte Black. These are basically kind of just aesthetics, and they kind of match different styles. So instead of just the genres, which is a bit boring, we've gone for like Ruby, which is a really upbeat, kind of aggressive drum and bass, and then Emerald, which is a bit more chilled out, and so on. So over here we have the Instagram. The Instagram kind of tactic is quite simple. We're just simply putting content related to drum and bass up on it, and doing the occasional post specific to Routine, as well as promoting the artist. So we promoted an artist here, which was for one of our YouTube videos, as well as an artist's song. A couple of my own videos will pop up sometimes, and my own tracks when I release them, because it's under Routine, you can see it at the top there, as well as just your normal kind of funny videos and whatnot. And engagement is actually pretty high. We've got like 400 followers, as you can see there, but we've reached a good few thousand on some of the posts, which is nice. I think around 10,000 is the highest at the moment we've got on this Instagram. And then over here we have the YouTube. So the YouTube tactics are actually quite simple. It looks a bit messy, but we have our tracks uploaded. So we've got and then we've got a couple of mixes and stuff, as well as these tutorials, which are basically for just to promote artists. They can do tutorials as well as just more content on Routine. We then have the SoundCloud, which is pretty bland at the moment, I must say. Well, we're just basically reposting tracks, finding new artists, and uploading artist tracks, as you can see. So the audience isn't huge, only 23 at the moment, but it's SoundCloud, which I've always expected will be quite small. We then use AudioShip to actually do our batch uploads to YouTube. Or I can upload, say, 20 videos at a time. I just have to pay for the time. You can see remaining upload time there. So I buy, say, an hour's worth of upload time, and then I can literally just bring in audio clips and an image I want for the audio clip, and it will upload them all, which is incredibly useful, and you just choose the YouTube channel you want to upload to. All the artwork and stuff is being done on Canva, as you can see here, which I absolutely love Canva. These were actually made on my phone, and the Canva app is rubbish, but the actual, what you can actually do in Canva is really, really great, so that's what I've been using. So that's pretty much what I'm going to actually go into in this video. Hopefully it's just kind of a good insight into what I'm doing and why I've not been here, and I thought it'd be cool to kind of document making it up and how I'm doing different things for people who are interested in doing it themselves, or just curious as to what I'm doing or what you can do with the internet.